I think it's a miserable time either way. Of the three, I would have most liked to play against Akali. And even that's a problem because BDD is really good at that pick. And even though they didn't go for the Nocturne, they still went for a weak pre-6 Wukong here. Yeah. Great for late game team fights, but in the early game, you have the same problems.
And also, now you have to blind pick a top laner, and Perfect and Casting have been like scrimming, like sharing scrims for like the last 3 years or something like that, being on the same team. And so they know exactly what each other are going to play. Nara into Renekton isn't necessarily something you need in-depth knowledge of your opponent for, but once again, Perfect is going to get counterpicked towards that top side. So. Make sure this could be your last opportunity to get in your bro tax this week. And so we'd appreciate it if you were to put that in the chat. And a lot of people agree. So there's that too. So your channel points can go a long way to assisting the pros.
There you go.
And so CS margins, Teddy doing just fine, but you probably want to be feeling a bit better in this lane as Nara is on a huge winning streak, as we've seen, largely off the back of phenomenal team fighting. We saw that from Rich yesterday as BDD finds the charm onto the correct Wukong, and we'll be able to get the cannon as well. But look at this. 7 wins in a row for the Orianna as Cuzz is going to discover her and Gideon here, and just going to punch Gideon back towards BDD. All right, Gideon going to discover this blue buff as well as BDD moving over. Might find himself in a little bit of trouble though. There is a Cyclone at the ready, as BDD is just going to get engaged on. Does flash to get himself out of the way as now Cuzz is in a bit of trouble as well. Gideon taking a lot though as the Orb of Deception did come on through as Loki looking for the angle, and Cuzz just going to short Vault Breaker that one out of the way. True damage comes through from BDD.
I don't think that's just a program.
No. Yeah, just I did spend a lot of time not watching the game and just watching BDD's perspectives. Now Casting is taking way too much damage underneath this turret. Does have the dominance though, as Wallop connects, and Cuzz is of course right here. Cease and desist going to come on through. The flash is still there from Casting, who does manage to get the stun down, but he's just dead. Doesn't even invest his flash.
Good outplay there from Perfect, who transforms at the right time. Speaking of transforming,
yeah, also going to get that hop damage as well, as the Wallop is going to be sliced away from. Forgetting. And then you say, oh, the defending world finalists. And I'm like, what? All right, Cease and Desist going to come on through there. Cyclone is going to be the response. Shockwave is decent as Namgong finds 3 with the Pop Blossom, but they've already taken down Gideon, and Loki is trying to deal with aiming, and it's a double for BDD, because of course it is.
so this is just...
Oh, something's happening in live. Teddy is just going to get flashed.
No, it's not. It's not. Nothing happened. It's still a close game. It's just... Okay, look. He has his Q ready. Ult's out. Did this even warrant a first-person view?
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, hang on a second. He sort of just walked at Teddy.
Humor guy.
Honestly,
situation.
Honestly, if we could get Eric over here, he might, like, this is one of his types of games. As Loki is going to land the ultimate onto Effort, and Effort's going to take a bit of punishment. I don't really know what to, like, charge them with, you know? I know they should go to jail, but I don't know how to keep them there. It's okay. Effort.
Wait.
Oh, ace in the hole!
That wasn't even
never going to do enough damage. Possibly looking for a bit of an angle towards him as the
Effort's
rest
low.
of the bros are going down. There are so many decoys in this game on the bro side as Cuzz, really, come on.
Okay, possibly not robot.
Cuzz has escaped the allegations. That's the
sure
way to
about
do
everyone
it.
else, like especially BDD, but
That's not end of the world money right there. So we've got a...
oh my god, hold on, break it.
Okay,
Is he a robot?
Yeah, we get to...
He said, I tricked me.
He did trick him. I don't know what, like, how that even is the thing. Is okay, they do get another charge. This is pretty cute as Slurkle slows down Gideon, and Perfect going to hit Mega at exactly the right time. Does not require it at all. And that is another kill going over to aiming 2-0 and 2 for the Yanara.
Perfect might just not realize it. They didn't have full vision.
Well, this might be another kill for KT.
BRO they don't have any way to save casting here. Loki has TP, but there's nothing to TP to.
Well, the cease and desist to come through. Cuzz knows that that's the real Renekton.
Yes, it's not a decoy.
Yep.
Like, maybe we should move the goalpost to Bro are able to get halfway across the map at some point for the rest of this game.
Well, yeah. Casting got halfway across the lane, and he didn't really want to, as here's a Pop Blossom from Namgung to try and hold him in position. Wait. It could be a kill. It's going to be the first kill as Cuzz goes down. Can they even find more? Shockwaves flashed out of the way of, as KT can bleed, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Namgung was thinking about trying to find an angle here. He's not a Renekton. He is a Nico. Teleport in from the real Renekton, as Effort is going to be forced to take the ace and the whole damage. Aiming, keeping himself healthy where he can. Casting has a big old shield as KT are going to back away. The Dominus has come on through. Circle value there onto the Renekton is Perfect. Looking for an angle with that Mega Gnar up and available, but there are traps all over the place, and he's not small enough to walk over them anymore. Absolute genius here from the Bros, as Cuzz is going to have it stolen away. Gideon denies the soul, and the Bros just walk it off.
They get out!
Yeah, and you're not really going to be Mikhailsing that one, so Loki going to get charmed. BDD hits those, and Loki was CC'd for way too long. Shockwave is going to connect onto Cuzz, though. He has to flash out of the way. They trade the health bar of a mid laner for the health bar of a jungler, but it's Cuzz that had to flash.
They put that ward there to make it seem like BDD... Okay.
Oh, BDD looks for the angle here, and Namgung taking way too much damage. The Hyperproc's going to help out, and BDD locks down the kill.
He's not beating the allegations.
No, he's certainly not. It's robotic.
It gives you fury. It makes you mad as well.
Yeah, well, I understand why he is, as that is not a clone. Gideon able to flash out of the way of the charm there, and actually taxis towards Perfect, but he uses that as an opportunity to go in. Namgung finds two with the Pop Blossom, but he just dies. Perfect just not taking damage from Teddy. He sidesteps the wallet, though, beautifully, and does take down the Gnar. But KT, I think they are more interested in getting an ace and possibly just winning the game.
Gotta feel good that you're starting things off on the right foot here in 2026.
I mean, I still have 2018 on my mind, you know. Gideon looks for a bit of an angle here towards BDD, who presses all of those dashy buttons and gets himself out of the way. And more cannons are making their way in. Oh, Loki is going to go golden. That's to avoid the charm there as Namgung gets the flash Pop Blossom onto 3. It's a decent angle, but he just explodes. The wallets are extraordinarily powerful as PDD also goes golden. It's a triple so far for aiming. He's looking for the quadra kill as Casting will be taken down for that one. PDD close to dead as now they have to pile in to the fountain to get aiming his pentakill. And they will not do it as Perfect ruins the whole thing before the Nexus falls, and KT remain undefeated in the LCK.